In order, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I get a roll call, please?
William Byers,
Here.
Pete Gipp here, Tim Fortier,
Here.
Rick Holtz,
Here.
4 present.
The minutes from December 27th, 2023.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion we accept the minutes.
I'll second that.
First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Seeing none, minutes are accepted. Communications? None. I will call each case-by-case number. Please sign in at the sign-in sheet on the podium located in the center aisle. The petitioner will have the opportunity to present their case. If you have someone to represent you, they can speak for you. I will ask you to come forward and state your name and address for the public record. You will have the opportunity to present your case. There will be a staff report pertaining to each case this evening. There will be a question and answer period for the board members. We ask that if you are desirous to speak for or against any case, please sign in on the registry at the center aisle. Public comments will be limited to 3 minutes. The board will then render a decision either for or against, or we will ask for a deferral for more information, which we will state or will not have a recommendation to the town council. At this time, please silence any communication devices such as cell phones and pagers. Thank you. I don't see that there's any old business, new business. Z1E1-0124, Katrina L. Price, petitioner and owner, located at 250 West 61st Avenue. They're requesting a special exception approval from section 21-136 in a C2 community commercial zoning district on .362 or 0.362 acres. And the purpose is to allow a child care center. Is Katrina here?
Come up to the podium, Katrina.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you today?
Your name and just give us a brief description of what you're here for.
My name is Katrina L. Price. I am here to ask for a request to open up a child care center at the location 250 61st Avenue in Merrillville, Indiana.
And where do you live? I'm sorry.
5930 Roosevelt Place, Merrillville, Indiana.
Okay. Sheila, can you read the staff report, please?
Petitioner is requesting special exception approval from section 21-136 to allow a daycare center to be located at 250 West 61st Avenue in a C2 community commercial zoning district on .362 acres. Petitioner would like to operate a child care center to be known as Bright Kids Early Advancement Child Care. Bright Kids Early Advancement Child Care is a family child care program dedicated to fostering the holistic development of young minds. With a rich history in early child care since 2011. Petitioner brings a wealth of experience and holds a prestigious qualifications including the Early Child Care Credential, National Director's Credential, and the Path to Quality Level 4. The program is honored to be accelerated by the NAFCC, reflecting our commitment to excellence in family child care. At Bright Kids, the mission is clear: to deliver a high-quality program that focuses on the social and emotional development of the children in our community, promotes early academic success, and actively engages with the families served. Bright Kids strive to create an environment that advances children's learning experience, ensuring that they are academically prepared for kindergarten with an emphasis on reading readiness. Petitioner currently has a home daycare in Merrillville. She has a permit for the construction of the daycare center. The fire inspector has inspected the property. Total number of students, 35, staff, 8, hours of operations, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., days of the week, Monday through Friday, curriculum ages 1 to 2, infant, and tools teaching strategies, curriculum age 3 to 6, preschool, kindergarten, creative curriculum, parents, communication system, Bright Wheel. Parents will have to walk their children inside the facility and check them in by kiosk or assign children out manually. Petitioner is aware of the camera ordinance and for this petitioner only, at this location only, and for this use only.
Okay. I got a question. Because the drawing of the house has a room for 3 to 5-year-olds, yet you're asking for 3 to 6-year-old?
6-year-olds, depending on how their birthday falls. So sometimes you have some 5-year-olds that turn 6 right after the accepting age of kindergarten, so they have to spend an extra year in pre-K.
Okay. Now, are all 8 staff going to be there at the same time?
Yes.
And the way I calculated, I saw only 7 parking spaces.
So typically, when you say all 8 staff, so typically what happens is you have 2 teachers in maximum capacity in our 1 and 2-year class, 2 teachers in our 3 to 5, possibly 6-year-old class, so that's 4. Myself as the director, so that's 5, and then you have a kitchen aide, so that's 6. So then the maximum, possibly 8 when you have a janitorial service, or maybe a floater, or if we want to divide that into not all full-time, half part-time, if it makes any sense. If that makes sense.
No, I know, but I mean, I guess, Sheila, there's an issue with if she has 8 staff and only 7 parking spots. Are these parking spots geared for the size of the building? Is that how it was
The
calculated?
parking spot is for the size of the building. The square footage of the building.
Okay, so that's,
It's a very small building.
okay, no, I just wanted to make sure, I mean, she's saying 8 staff, so it's just only 7 parking spots, okay. But the parking is adequate per our ordinance of the size of the building, so, all right. For the 1 to 2-year-olds, I guess, is that size adequate? Because won't you need cribs in there?
No, sir.
What do they do as far as sleeping then?
Cuts,
Cots?
yes.
So you'll have, the house currently has what, 1 bathroom, and you're gonna put 3 in there?
Correct. So the building has more than 1 bathroom there. Before any renovations, it has I would call it the staff bathroom. It had another bathroom on the main floor that doesn't contain the stairs. It had another restroom, but without the toilet, a shower, which is right adjacent to the handicap bathroom that was there presently. And those were a total of 3 areas for restrooms. The 2 areas on the main floor before any renovations was just the handicap bathroom adjacent to the shower without the toilet bathroom before any renovations. So after renovations, It will contain 3 toilets on the main floor where the children are residing, and 1 staff bathroom that will be at the admin, which will be more south of the building. So that'll be our admin section. So the employee bathrooms will be on the raised level of that design that you may have in your hand. So each toilet will be to every 15 children. The 1 and 2-year-olds will have their own bathroom, which is, the door entry will be directly in their classroom, so they'll have direct access to that restroom for anyone who is toilet training. And we will have a changing table for our 1-year-olds and other children that's emerging into training, potty training.
Okay. What is there like a, because it's kind of hard to see from the drawing, for the break room, is there like a wall that's going to be torn down?
For the break room, it's, yes, the outer wall that is facing south towards the street is going to be a small addition, just to expand the room size of that room, because we're going to use that also for, like, breaks or meetings with the parents, any conferences that may be needed.
Okay, so as far as this drawing, the real dark part is you're putting on like a little addition.
Correct.
Okay. I see that the 2 doors on the north side go into like a fenced-in area for the playground?
Correct. So you have the original door that was there. That will be the exit door for directly to the outdoor, to the playground. And it's another door that's right in the room of the 1 and 2-year-old classroom, that they will have their own door also, directly to the outside.
The state has these plans, so they're comfortable with just the 3 exits?
Correct.
Okay. All right, I'll let the other board members have some questions. Mr. Byers?
Is this the first one that you're operating, or you've operated one before?
This will be the first center. I have operated family childcare, but I operated as a center quality. So I always operate at higher standards, not just by the baseline or the state standards of family childcare. So originally, right now, I'm accredited with the NAFCC in family childcare, because I've typically go beyond the particular standards. So how I looked at this particular business and building is not much difference from what I'm doing already, because I've always operated a high standard. It's just that I have a little more of a bigger class that I can have in one location, and we can do a better service that way.
Okay, and then, I'm not familiar with this area. Is there residential on either side of this building?
It's residential in the rear of the building.
Just the
And
rear?
the residential, I think that's a house across the street. Is that a house across the street? Yeah, it's residential.
Yeah.
But it fronts 61st Avenue, which is C2.
Okay.
61st Avenue is C2. So when zoning came about, those houses that were already there, like the house that sits right across the street from it, is what we call legal nonconforming, because the zoning is C2.
Okay. Okay. Don't have any other questions?
Mr. Fortier?
I have no questions.
Mr. Gitt?
I have no question.
I'll open up to the audience. Anyone for or against this petitioner? Anyone for or against this petitioner? Step up to the mic, please.
Oh, sorry.
Did you sign in?
No.
Okay, after you state your name, address, and then sign in first, please.
Okay. My name is Denise Irvin at 1521 West 96th Place in Crown Point. I'm here to encourage Miss Katrina I've known her for about 15 years. She was the daycare provider for 4 of my special needs children, and she did an awesome job. She's a go-getter, and I hope that you do allow her to do this. And I've known her. She's a very sweet, very educated person. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Price? Second time, a third time, anyone for or against this petitioner? Seeing none, bring it back to the board. I do have another question. Thank you. It kept sounding like there's an upstairs?
It's not a upstairs, it's a raised level. So originally, what I was told is it was a home before they made an addition to it and converted over to, I want to say something commercial, I guess it was a medical building before, and something of a hospice. But, so it's like 2 stairs up when you walk into the building, it's 2 stairs up, and you're in the original part of it.
Okay, because I was looking for a staircase, and I was like, okay.
Split level.
It's-
All right, what does the board feel on Z1E1-0124?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to approve this special exception Z1E10124 with the 3 conditions for this position only, at this location only, and for this use only.
I'd like to second that.
Okay, I have a first and a second. Can I get a roll call, please?
William Byers,
Yes.
Pete Gipp, yes. Tim Fortier,
Yes.
Rick Holtz,
Yes.
4-0, Chairman.
So it's favorable approval to the town, so Sheila will give you when the meeting is for the town that you have to come to.
Okay, thank you so much.
Case number 2, Z2UV1-0124. Alvin Lacey petitioner and LBD Properties LLC owner located at 6110 Broadway, Unit 7. They request a variance of use approval from Section 21-136 in a M2 Industrial Corridor Overlay Zoning District on .362 acres. Purpose is to allow a sports performance facility. Good evening.
Good evening. Name is Alvin, A-L-V-I-N, Lacey, L-A-C-Y. Address is 6110 Broadway. I reside at 3367 East 78th Place in Merrillville, Indiana.
And just a brief description of what you're here for?
Ask for variance for, to allow me to occupy that unit for a sports performance facility. We do speed and agility. We do core strength training. We also do a lot of board work as far as for football and basketball to teach them the ins and outs. I've been doing this football experience over 20 years. I currently coach at Brother Rice High School in Chicago. I'm the varsity defensive back coach. I've trained kids from as far as Kankakee to there was Chicago to even Merrillville High School. A few kids from that area, Adderin off of Broadway, Munster, Indiana High School as well, and a few kids from Crown Point that I will be training in the future, because I know Coach Buzz when he was at HF High School.
Okay, Sheila, can you read the staff report, please?
Petitioner is requesting a variance of use approval from Section 21-136 to allow a sports performance facility to be located in the M2 Industrial Corridor Overlay District on 20.606 acres located at 6110 Broadway, Unit 7. Petitioner has over 20 years of coaching and training experience. He started coaching youth sports in the early 2000s. In 2010, petitioner started his first organization called MOAD, Ministry of Influence Through Sports. Soon, he began to see a lot of players getting into high school and losing focus and getting involved in other things. In 2016, he formed Legacy Sports because he saw a need to bridge the gap between youth and high school sports. Legacy Sports has a few components. Legacy Sports LLC trains athletes in strength, core, speed, and agility. Petitioner trains athletes that come from Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana, and the Kankakee area. He has trained players from Merrillville High School, currently training athletes from Munster High School, Lake Central, Andrean, and more. He also has the NFP portion, which allows athletes to play 7-on-7 travel football and has had great success. Legacy Sports have had athletes to enter into the NFL draft, and presently one of his athletes plays for the New York Jets. Petitioner has obtained an interior remodel permit for the site that is located in a Crossroad Plaza. Petitioner is aware of the camera ordinance, and he is the only instructor. He is open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. by appointment only, for this petitioner only, at this location only, and for this use only.
So this is 7 days per week?
Yes.
So you close the doors at 8, or is that your last appointment at 8?
We close the doors at 8.
As you said, basketball, is everything high enough?
Well, when we go with basketball, it's more dribbling and lateral movement because the ceiling isn't high enough. So we are not able to shoot. So we do the basic mechanic and the footworks of point guards from posting up, teaching them how to understand body, weight shifting, and planting their foots and keeping their leverage, things like that.
Now, Unit 7, it's next to, is it between what, the Max Family Fashion?
Well, I'm in where the Max family was. I'm between Gina's Nails and the beauty supply store.
Okay, so you're taking over the Max Family?
Yes.
Where are you right now as far as training?
Everything is already completed as far as the inspections. And
No, I meant, do you have another location that you're coming from, or?
Yeah, I was in South Chicago Heights for 4 years until we moved out here. My wife and I, basically our whole family, kids and everything. And so wherever I go, I kind of like to work in our neighborhood, in our community. So my lease was up, and then getting taxed from Indiana and Illinois, I had to make a business decision. So we decided to move the facility out this way since we already had clientele out here. And then my clientele from Chicago, HF High School, Brother Rice, where I work, St. Rita, a lot of the Catholic schools, they're willing to travel. So, like I said, from appointment only as far as from the football perspective.
Okay.
So this will be strictly a training facility? There will be no competitions there?
No, yeah, strictly training.
Mr. Gipp?
I don't have anything.
Mr. Byron?
Is this more one-on-one, or is there groups?
We do have one-on-one, but we do group training. I keep it to a 10 athlete minimum, so I can make sure that I'm giving them the correct instructions, and I can make sure that they're following the instructions and understanding the instructions what I'm giving.
So do you only instruct in the maneuvers for basketball or?
And football.
And
In
football.
sports in general, it's all about, it could be golf, it could be soccer, it could be tennis. It's all about lateral movement. It's all about shifting your weight. It's all about keeping your base up under your body, So those things about quick twitch muscles. So teaching them how to drive force through ground and how to move without tearing ACL or minimizing ACL damage. My son plays college football at Winona State. Unfortunately, This was his last year, graduating December, towards ACL and meniscus. He's got another year coming with NCAA. He was getting ready for his pro day, but things like that happen. But we try to teach them how to create force and how to keep their balance by minimizing injury.
I didn't catch, but did you say who occupies the stores on either side?
It's a beauty supply store, and Gina Nails is on the opposite side of me.
Will dribbling the basketball affect either one of those?
No.
No, okay. The only concern I would have,
I think there's cinder block walls.
so they're soundproof.
All I got, Mr. Chairman.
Do you have rough size of what the building is?
4,000 square feet.
And what about the age groups that you're training, only up to high school?
Yeah,
Starting at-
college kids will come, usually when they're out of school and they're off a break. So they will come in the summertime, in which they'll come from the early morning parts. With high school football in the summer, camps usually around 3 o'clock. So we'll get them in the summer by 12. During our school's in session, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. is for our youth, and then 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. is for our high school.
So what is the age groups? What's the youngest that you'll be training,
9 years old.
right? Okay. And Sheila, since this is just a variance of use approval, it's
This
whatever
is
we say.
this is a variance of use approval because of the zoning. The zoning in the Crossroad Plaza is still industrial, and so that's why he's here, because of the zoning.
No, but it doesn't go to the council, does it?
Yes, it
Still
does.
goes to the council?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I see storage and a restroom. The floor plan's a little lacking.
Right. So when you first come in, you have the reception desk to your right, and then you have your floor plan, your space in the floor. And then on the back wall, where the center block wall is, you have a few squat racks. But then behind there is another, I would say, 500 square feet. And on the wall, I have agility ladder, step over bags already in there. And then it's a bathroom to the right of that back there that was already there.
And will that be mixed use, or is it all male that you?
It's all male that I train. All male that I train.
So no locker
So,
facility?
no locker room, so they come as they are.
Okay.
They come as they are.
So no free weights or,
The most that they use is at 25 pounds, and that's what high school. Because when we work with 25-pound weights, we work with muscle stamina. A lot of high schools, even where I work at, coach at, they do all the heavy lifting. But the best for sports or in life, the best type of ability is availability. So you don't want to over-maximize and overuse their muscle groups. So a lot of things are static holds, positioning. They may have a 25-pound weight here, and then they're in a split squat stance, so we can activate their VMO muscles, which your VMO muscles are your motor for backpedaling if you're a defensive back. And it's right above your knee. So that controls your ACL, your MCL. It helps protect your meniscus. So we try to strengthen those things like that in a stationary type thing.
all right, now I'll open it up to the audience. Anyone for or against this petitioner? Anyone for or against this petitioner? And one third time, anyone for or against this petitioner? Seeing none, bring it back to the board.
Just
Oh.
one, is there any reason to presume that the owners of the adjacent or contiguous businesses did not receive notice of these proceedings?
What you mean, so we send notices to the owners.
Okay,
So the owner is the plaza. So the owner of the plaza, not necessarily, I know what you're asking about the leasing, the people next door, is that what you're asking?
yeah, and that was prompted by your concern.
So the leasee, per the ordinance, the leasee didn't get anything, but
The lessor does.
the owner of the property. But I can say this, that he's been there with his interior remodel, moving his things in, so I'm very sure that the people next door know that he's coming.
Yeah, we kind of built a relationship, already, talking to Gina Nails and the owner of Gina Nails and things like that. I met Miss Tiffany, who owns T's spin cycle class as well. We came over and talked and things like that, so.
So to answer your question, Attorney, only the owners get, and the owner of the plaza is the owner listed on this thing, so,
All right, very well.
okay.
How do you get your kids involved? How do you get the business?
Oh, I have a following already. I'm not a novice at this.
Like online or?
Social media. I've been, like I said, my first youth football teams in Park Forest. They were the Park Forest Hurricanes under Moet's Ministry of Influence Through Sports. We did things with Habitat for Humanity. We did a lot of things in our community, worked for the Rich Township Food Pantry, helped pass out food and things like that. So Mayor John Ostenberg, who was the mayor at that time, Tom Mick, who was the village manager, I had a very, very close relationship with them as well. And then, like I said, for my non-for-profit, I have a non-for-profit 7v7 team, which has been established since 2016, and we travel. So we're sponsored by Shock Doctor, who's a major endorser in uniforms and mouthpieces and gloves that you would see kids on Friday night, and they have a tournament circuit, so they sponsor us as well. So, like I said, we have a big, vast following of kids like that. So that's a lot of the word of mouth. It's not just anyone can train, but it's about relationship as well. These kids go through a lot. This generation of kids are introverts. So to bridge that gap between, even with my kids don't tell me everything, and my wife and I are empty nesters with 3 grandboys. But to be able to sit down with them and say, hey, what's going on? Your grades are dropping off. I have tutors. So I have a kid right now who goes to St. Rita. Mom just called me, Coach, he's Spanish. Okay, well, I got a tutor for him. Here you go. She's on the Moraine Valley trustee board at the school. She can help him. Give him a call, just tell him he's part of Legacy, and we do things like that. So it's more than just training, it's building relationships. A lot of coaches, a lot of high schools don't help their kids with recruiting. We also do that. We point them in the right direction. College sports is different from when I played, when my oldest son played. You have the transfer portal. They don't know. So that's part of it, is making sure that they're educated to make a right decision with that. So we've done seminars with recruiting. Coach Ken Rogers, who played with the Miami Dolphins, he's one of my mentors. So we're setting up something for that in the city of Chicago, and eventually we'll bring something out here. A lot of coaches just don't know, So it's just to give them an opportunity. I always tell the kids, my job is to take away your excuses. It's either you are or you're not. Not that you didn't have the opportunity. So again, I've been doing this since 2010 with coaching, as with my own organizations. Prior to that, I was with Country Club Hill Cougars for 8 years, where my kids played. My youngest son only played under my organization as far as youth for the first 2 years when he was a JV player, and then he went through the program of Legacy Sports with 707.
Does each parent pay for their own kid as they go, or are you funded some way?
No, they pay. I do have a program for those who can't. Like we have 10 kids that reached out, Coach, I want to train, okay? We have a fundraiser that we do through our non-for-profit called Snap Raise. So here's an opportunity for you to put some legwork in, And then even for the ones that can't, it's not just for the parents. These kids in these generations, they think that everything's supposed to be handed to them. No, you have to put some sweat equity into it. And you have to invest in yourself. You're going to get the biggest return on your investment. So this is what things that we teach them as well. So what they raise their money, it's a 30-day campaign, And once they raise their money, we'll see where they're at. And if they raise enough money for 3 months, they're training for 3 months to try to take some of the pressure off their parents.
Is there, I hate to ask too many questions.
No.
Is there a reason why you're opening your own place instead of going like into the complex here in Merrillville?
Well, I've been doing this, I don't want to be corporate. You won Merrillville, great opportunity. But right now, what they're doing to get their kids is by email.
Oh, okay.
How I get my kids is because I put my feet on the ground.
I think it's a great opportunity for the kids today.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe Chicago Heights is losing and we're gaining.
Yeah, unfortunately, out south in the south suburbs, all the way from Tinley Park to Orland, it's really changed. I went to Bloom Trail High School. I played basketball and football there. I grew up in one of the worst neighborhoods that you can think of, Ford Heights, but that still didn't give me an excuse, And it's just now out there it's really, really oversaturated with people that try to do something and they're not qualified to do it. And so it's like, okay, I'm out here, let's move, and then we'll take our kids and we'll expand. Eventually next year, our goal is to have our 7-on-7 team in Illinois, and we're going to start a 7-on-7 team in Indiana as well. So we'll have 2 different teams.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the variance of use on case number Z2UV1-0124 for this petitioner at this location for this use only.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a first and second on Z2UV1-0124. Can I get a roll call, please?
William Byers,
Yes.
Pete Gibb, yes. Tim Fortier,
Yes.
Rick Holtz,
Yes.
4-0, Chairman.
So it's a favorable to the town and
Town Council.
to the town council, and Sheila will let you know when the town meeting is.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Case number 3, Z3E2-0124. King Song, petitioner and Liberty Square owner, located at 7890 Broadway. They request a special exception approval from section 21-136 on 2.3 acres in a C2 community commercial zoning district. The purpose is to allow massage therapy. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. My name is Tuan Dong, and this my friend is King Song. And we're here, the reason we're here, we're seeking the city to allow us to open a massage bar at 7890 Broadway, Merrillville, Indiana, 46410.
Okay, Sheila, can you read your staff reports, please?
The petitioner is requesting special exception approval to allow massage therapy. Petitioner completed 1,000 hours of massage therapy training in Los Angeles, California. Petitioner has experiences working with clients recovering from traumatic, physical, or emotional conditions and those suffering from degenerative problems. This is the second location for the petitioner. Petitioner has her massage therapy license. She will be the only massage therapy at this location. Petitioner is aware of the state rules governing massage therapy, and she is aware that she has to keep a client log. Thai massage therapy services will include whole body massages for 30 minutes to 1 hour and 30 minutes. The hours of operation are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. Petitioner is aware of the camera ordinance for this petitioner only, at this location only, and for this use only.
Okay, when I was looking up 7890 on Google Maps, it kept showing me 5890. But then when I went to Liberty Square,
It's right here, Liberty Square.
I know, but at least Google Maps was only like showing 7894 and 7892. Which unit is it?
It's on the left side of my unit. 7894 is my nail salon. And
It's next door,
It's next door to my nail salon.
Okay,
next door to the nail salon, Nail Love.
Nail Love.
Salon.
okay.
In your application, you state that it's for foot massage.
Right. Well, I mean, it's gonna be all combined of like foot massage. It's gonna be everything, included like the whole body massage, so, the foot massage is included into it. So, yeah.
Especially except falling,
I was reading it too.
foot massage spa. That's what it says.
So you'll offer just 2 different massages then, a half hour and a full hour?
No, I actually put down 3 services, half hour, an hour, and an hour 30 minutes. So they're actually 3.
It's over here on this one,
Yes, on that page with the,
the layout.
So your last appointment's at,
Oh, I see it, okay.
the doors will close at 10 o'clock?
The doors close at 10 o'clock.
And 1 massage therapist for 3 rooms?
Yes, it will be 3 rooms. I mean, as right now, we only have 1 masseuse, and gradually, we can be, putting, ads or to find more masseuse to, come in.
Next person comes in, they'll go to the open one, and then as they're changing, they go back in the other room and clean it. So I got them at 3 rooms. Says you have 2 locations.
Yes, well, this will be the second location. The other location is in Highland.
But she's not going to be at both, is she?
No, because the other one is, she already has her, a crew there already. So she's gonna be coming here by herself to open it up and running as far as, to recruit or hire more people so she could take a break off of it.
What designates it Thai massage?
A Thai massage? What do you mean, like that's?
Well, versus a deep tissue massage, or you specifically say a Thai massage?
Well, I mean, that's the name that she likes to be used. Well, realistically, she just want to use Thai. It's called Thai massage.
Okay. Because I know there's a yin massage, which
Right,
is more
correct.
stretching.
There are like many different.
Right,
types
that's
of
what I was
massage.
curious
Yep.
as far as the style.
So what she's doing is the massage she's doing is really, it's covered the whole body and hot stones. Because the Thai massage is, body stepping or you step under the back. That's Thai massage, but she won't be doing that at all.
Okay. It's actually quite enjoyable, but.
Yeah, but she's, she don't like to fall or step over people or like,
Right.
being tripped. Yep.
I guess Sheila, since it says she will be the only massage therapist at this location, does that limit them if they want to put a second one there?
no, it doesn't. She would just, what we do with beauticians and anybody else that have to have a license, she would have to come in and bring their license in and put their license on file. So
Okay.
we would know who's working there.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure, I mean, if we're voting on this and it says she would be the only massage therapist at this location, I just wanted to make sure you couldn't have more people.
Well, she can, but they would have to bring their license to
No.
the town.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't limiting them. All right, Mr. Gipp, any questions from you?
No, I don't.
Mr. Byers? Any others, Mr. Fortier?
All set.
Open it up to the public, anyone for or against this petitioner? Yes, sir, please come forward. You did sign in?
Yes, sir, I did. Dave Streeter, 11 West 78th Place in the building. I'm talking Mike, hi Sheila.
Hi.
I own a construction business. I bought the building with a group of investors back in 2018. When we first bought it, the group that's the nail salon was in the center, had been there since 2003. And he has since purchased it in the last 2 years. But we've really had to go through, we probably put over $1.5 million into the building, the group did. And we really tried to get it, now we have a lashes on one side of them, which is a lashes lady who actually teaches people how to do different things. And we're trying to put a little bit more in a better group up front there. Guys, it took about 3 months for us to talk through the group, make sure that we understood what we were getting into and had to fill out the paperwork and sign the paperwork. The other owners are in Cincinnati. And we're just trying to make sure that we just put some more investment in to make sure that we have lighting in the front. We had a major problem with that building. The building's been through 4 or 5 ownerships before I had it. And I've grown up in this local area and knew it when there was a restaurant in there. But we're just trying to put in groups here that is helping the community a little bit more on the Broadway side of it. We have 3 different addresses, but I'm just stating in fact, as the ownership group is kind of like, we visited the place in Highland, and made sure what they were doing there, and just that we're on the same page, that when she came in, that what we're getting. Known Tuan for about 2 years now, and his work, and especially when they started it, when he first took over, it was right during COVID, and how he's had to work to kind of rebuild his business there from the old ownerships. But it's been, he is the business right next door. So they run a full shop there, but it's kind of nice having a lashes business, a lot of beauty and businesses in the front there. And so as the owner of the building with the group, we're excited to have somebody in there. We're almost at 60% full. When we took over the building, we were at 20%. So it is pushing us to be a better, with all the stuff and investments we've made on it, even if we haven't done it right and done it the right way, and Sheila's correcting me multiple times, being a contractor in the town, but just following things to make sure that we have it right. And we've actually taken the effort to try to get the right people in there. So. And we did a little bit of due diligence when we did this. So any way that we can help, we were trying to. Not just, I know a lot of people on the building side of it, they're just trying to shove it and fill up buildings, but my dad's been a doctor at Broadway Methodist 40-something years, and so I've been coming this direction since I was a kid. And so it's seeing that, just trying to make it kind of bring back some of what we're trying to fill up the building, and, we're doing that now. So anything else I can do on that, that's all.
Okay, so you're for it then?
Yes, we are, as a group.
Okay, thanks. Second time, anyone for or against this petitioner? And a third time, anyone for or against this petitioner? Seeing none, bring it back to the board.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the special exemption on case number Z3E2-0124 for this petitioner at this location for this use only.
I'll second that.
Okay, got a first and second on Z3E2-0124. Get a roll call, please.
William Byers,
Yes.
Pete Gipp, yes. Tim Fortier,
Yes.
Rick Holtz,
Yes.
4-0, Chairman.
So again, it's a positive recommendation to the town, so she'll let you know when the town meeting is. Any other business?
Just to let the council know, I probably will not be here at our next meeting. Getting a knee replacement on the 20th.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
Make a motion to adjourn, there's nothing else.
Could hobble in?
not the
We
day after.
got a motion to adjourn. Anyone else?
A second.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
So it's the special meeting about the comprehensive plan on the 30th at 5 o'clock. I hope that you can all make it.
Yeah, I let you know I couldn't.
Yeah, you did.
What day is that?
Tuesday?
It's Tuesday the 30th at 5 o'clock. I put a announcement in in your packets.
Next Tuesday.
Yes.
That's next Tuesday, fellas. Yeah.
The RDG team will be here, and they didn't want me to say is the preliminary comprehensive plan. It is the emerging recommendations for the comprehensive plan.
Oh, we're getting fancy up here.
So when I wrote it, I wrote preliminary plans. He said, oh, no, not preliminary, emerging recommendations.
I too went to college. I too went to college.